Round one. Fight.
Heroes never die.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Power, sex, power. They both come down to one thing.
Hungry gamers.
Hey folks, welcome to episode 162.5 of the Hungry Gamers, powered by 8bit.net and the lovely people at Audio-Technica. If you do not have Audio-Technica gear, what the hell are you doing with your life? That's kind of what I always say. I stopped a person on the street the other day. It was an old lady, and she had these old earbuds in her ears. And I ripped them right out of her ear and I yelled right into her ear. I said, "Get Audio-Technica." Turns out it was just a hearing aid, maybe a little bit overkill for me in terms of my reaction to seeing not Audio-Technica gear. But hey, that's fine. Now look, Audio-Technica don't condone assaulting old ladies, and neither do I. But it is important to get the message out there. Audio-Technica here, Audio-Technica there, Audio-Technica everywhere. This is episode 162.5. We're going to talk a little bit today about what's coming up this week in terms of video games, in terms of events in Australia, and of course what's going on in the 8-bit nation. But first, if you didn't listen to episode 162 of The Hungry Gamers, stop what you're doing right now. Go back, give it a listen. It was a cracker of an episode, if I do say so myself, mostly because I was back for this one. I know everyone's missed me on The Hungry Gamers. I've been getting a lot of messages, a lot of mail. A lot of people are concerned about where I am and what's going on with me, and I do appreciate it. I do appreciate the concern. I am okay. I am alive. And if you heard the episode, you'd know that I'm layers deep in Monster Hunter World at the moment. It is a great game, but of course, we are pending refund at the moment. We're pending refund status on Steam in favor of potentially joining Elder Scrolls Online with Brendan. I don't know if this is a good decision. Am I making the right choice? He did spend 60 Australian dollars, real money, on a mansion in Elsewhere, and I feel like I just want to see at least what that looks like. Is $60 a little bit too much to spend on a mansion in a video game, though? That's the real question. I want to hear everyone's feedback. Write in hello@8bit.net. Message me directly, Salim TD, on Instagram or on the Twitter. Tell me what you think about Brendan's latest purchase. Was it overkill? Should he have put that money to better use? There are so many charities out there that could have used that $60 better than Brendan's using it in his mansion. And I don't want to make him feel bad, but it's just ones and zeros, Brendan. You just spent $60 on ones and zeros, son. And frankly, I'm ashamed and I'm disappointed. But that's okay. We still love you. Big fella, we still love you. And we'll still listen to you on The Hungry Gamers. Again, listen to episode 162. And if you haven't already given it a listen as well, the Comedy Rewind podcast is up and running. Episode 1 is already out. That one was myself and Jack Cruz joined the host of this show, Mr. Jono Peck. And we had a great time talking about Happy Gilmore. If you haven't seen Happy Gilmore in a while, give it a watch. Give it another look. I think it stands up. I think it still is as funny today as it was back then. But surprisingly, I was going through a lot of the feedback, a lot of the reviews at the time. It didn't review very well. It really kind of shocked me a little bit. I thought this was maybe one of Adam Sandler's best. But I guess even people back then just didn't quite like his shtick. But anyway, Comedy Rewind episode 2. Episode 2 is out. And that one is Jono, joined by Brendan and Mr. Ben McJanet, and they are talking about none other than the Jim Carrey, Jeff Daniels vehicle, Dumb and Dumber. That's another one I haven't seen for a long time. I'm going to be giving that another watch before I put on Comedy Rewind, but be sure to check that out. And as always, if you aren't already one of our Patreon supporters, you can go to patreon.com/weare8bit. I'm just going to double check that is in fact the link. And it is the link. Patreon.com/weare8bit. For as low as $1, you can jump on and support us at our Patreon to help us deliver premium, El Primo, El Presidente level content to you, our lovely 8-Bit Nation. Now, if you do donate, you get early access to the 8-Bit Cast, which we drop fortnightly. And that's a bit of an experimental cast. Always a bit of a different topic, always a different collection of people talking about whatever the hell it is they decided to come up with on the day. I recently just did one with my Hungry Gamers co-hosts Brendan and Ali. We had an absolute blast talking about why The Lion King maybe isn't that great of a film. The new one. I did see it after that particular podcast as well, and can I say I don't think it's that bad. I think there's a lot of hate out there for The Lion King. You know, people just don't get it. People just don't get it. They're animals. This is what animals do. They sing, they dance, they eat bugs, and then they have family drama. You know, I thought it was okay. It just had me tapping my feet, tapping my foot, and clicking my fingers in the cinema, which was a bit of an annoyance to the people around me. But that's okay. That's why we pay for tickets. We get to tap feet and click fingers. But now, what do we have coming up this week, I hear you ask me? Well, let's start by talking about the video game events, or the geeky events coming up in August. On August 9 through to August 11, there is a LARPing event in Camp Morley, Clark's Beach in Auckland. It's called Saga 4. It's a bit of a Viking-themed LARPing session. Tickets go for $35 to $130. Now, if you're a big fan of the Vikings TV show, if you like Vikings in general, even if you think you've got a shot at getting to Valhalla, the only way you're going to find out is if you take part in Saga. So go and check that out if you are one of our friends across the way there in lovely New Zealand. Also in New Zealand, on August 9th through to August 11th, we've got Southern Paws. That's happening at the Waipara Adventure Centre in Glasnevin, Waipara Valley, New Zealand. Apologies if I got any of that wrong. Now, Southern Paws, I hear you ask, what the hell is Southern Paws? Southern Paws is... Southern Paws is a coming together of furries who are a collective of anthropomorphic enthusiasts. So if you like dressing up like a cat or a dog, I guess, or any kind of woodland critter, and you're also in New Zealand, then this is for you. Go and check it out. Now, happening in Blackheath, going across to New South Wales, Blackheath Community Centre, we've got EtonCon. What is EtonCon? I'll tell you what it costs. It costs $8 to $32 is what it costs. EtonCon.org is all about board games and role-playing games and card games and video games. So if you're a tabletop geek, much like many of us are, and you want to go and have a bit of fun, meet some new people, and head over to a gaming convention, go over to EtonCon in Blackheath at Blackheath Community Centre. Also happening on August 10 and 11, we've got Brick Expo, which is at the Hellenic Club of Canberra and Matilda Street in Woden in the nation's capital, ACT. It's a huge Lego exhibition. Huge Lego exhibition. It's in the wrong state because Brendan is in Queensland and he would absolutely love to participate in this. I know he's got a very dumb Lego Gyarados in his room at the moment. He was very proud to have built that. The Brick Expo is apparently it's going to have a whole bunch of interesting exhibitions of rare and unique Lego creations from interstate and local collectors and modelers. So go and check that out. Tickets range from $8 to $38. You can get a family pass for $38. That's 2 adults and 2 children. Take your kids. You're in Canberra. There's probably not a lot else happening at the time anyway. So why don't you head on over and get bricked. Now in Victoria, August 10 to 11, there's another board gaming tournament, the Australian Board Gaming Tournament. You can, for $15, go and participate. Now, this is one of several tournaments touring across New South Wales, the ACT, and Victoria. I'm sure there's going to be a whole range of board games there. If you always thought when you were standing across from your friend playing a long-ass game of Risk and you just thought, I should go pro, this is your opportunity. You can go pro. Go to this tournament. Go to the Australian board gaming tournament in Melbourne and go and prove that you've got a lot of time up your sleeve to be playing Risk competitively, but also that you've got what it takes to be the best. On August 10 and 11, we've also got Betwixt and Between Festival in Wadeville, South Australia. It's on Williams Road there. Betwixt and Between. What the fuck is this? I think this is another LARPing thing. It is a LARPing thing. Okay. And we've got another board games event happening August 10 and 11, $15 to $30 the tickets. Board Games by the Bay in Hamilton, New Zealand. And that's at the Hamilton Contract Bridge Club. So once again, if you love rolling the dice, you like holding them dice in your hands, you like shaking the dice up, and you like rolling snake eyes and losing all your money at the... Oh no, that's a different kind of game. But if you do like playing board games and you are in Hamilton, go and check out the Board Games by the Bay event happening there. Are there more events? There can't be more. Oh my god. We've got one more. We've got the Barossa Medieval Fair. Now, that is going to be in Tenuta in South Australia. I'm looking at the image here, and it is of a knight donning his helm. And this is happening in Barossa, the lovely Barossa wine country. So here's what I would recommend you do. If you're into LARPing, go to this event. Find your fair knight or your fair lady, and then go and take them for a glass of wine. Go and take them for a lovely glass of Barossa Valley wine. Or, if you're not into LARPing, reverse. We're going to do it in reverse. Find a friend. Go and get famously drunk somewhere in the Barossa, and then rock up to the LARPing event. It's in Tanunda. I think I said it was Tenuta earlier. I think it says it's in Heinemann Park in Tanunda. I don't know how close that is to where they do the wines in Barossa. But even if it's not close, there's going to be a pub somewhere. Get a little messy. Let your hair down. It's the weekend. And you can have fun. Go and have fun. Go to the Barossa Medieval Fair. There'll be some pig on the spit somewhere for sure. Tickets are like between $8 and $60. It'll be a lot of fun. If I was there, I'd be going. It's even hosted by an alcohol company called the Australian Cider Co. So you know you can drink at least a little bit there, at least enough to get all medievally. That's pirates, but still, you get the idea. I was role-playing, I was LARPing. Different game, different world. But that's it for the events here in Australia. Thank you, as always, to geekeventsaustralia.com for posting all of those listings. If you are interested in any of the events that I've just read out, head over to geekeventsaustralia.com to find out more. And with the events out of the way, let's take a look at what's coming up in video games this week. It's a very, very interesting week for video games. We've just had Madden NFL 20 drop on PS4, Xbox, and PC. That is out now. And if you understand American football and the NFL, then this is the game for you. Me, I've owned 2 Madden games in my lifetime, and I still can't make heads or tails of what's going on in that sport. If anyone can help me, please do. But if you can't, then don't worry. I'm not losing any sleep over not understanding how the game works. Another game that's already out, dropped on August 2, is The Church in the Darkness. And I'm actually gonna pause this. I'm gonna look at the trailer. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, looks very grim. Hold on, I'll turn on the sound so you guys can hear it. 3-minute review.
You've come here to tear.
No, I want to watch the trailer. I don't want to watch the review. Fuck that off. Alright, the announcement trailer. Here we go.
Everyone, come. Join us.
We gather here today looking toward our future.
Oh, yeah.
We built Freedom Town as our ideal socialist community.
This place was our escape from America, from racism, from corruption, from poverty.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever people may say of us, we know what is in our hearts. We are not a cult. We are revolutionaries.
Oh, my God. This is some Jim Jones shit right
now
here.
we know they are hunting us. They will keep sending their assassins until they have murdered each one of us.
We have armed ourselves to keep our people safe. But against the great war machine, there is only so much we can do.
In a world run by monsters, we always knew this couldn't last forever.
The last shall be first, and the first last. For many be called, but few
They're stoning
chosen.
this dude on a pole. This is
The world
incredible.
will not let us live, so the time has come for us to take the final step.
Come, follow us to the end.
Oh my god. Well, I'm sold. So this game is effectively you starting a cult. Or tearing a cult down. How much is this game? Oh my god. Where's Steam? The Church in the Darkness. Where are you? Not on Steam. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong place. That's my refund list. $20. Well, it's $20. The year is 1977. Your nephew Alex has joined a religious cult and moved with them to the South American jungle. It's up to you to sneak into the commune, find out what's really going on, and decide if you need to get Alex out. Wow. Alright, I'm fucking sold on this. You will be listening to me talk about this game next week on The Hungry Gamers, that's for sure. What else is coming out this week? Age of Wonders Planetfall. It's dropping on August 6th. On the PC, we've got Metal Wolf Chaos XD. Also on August 6th, dropping on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. I lost my tongue a little bit there. We've got Pillars of Eternity coming to the Switch on August 8th. They've got another Sword Art Online game. Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet Complete Edition. Looks to be another port over to the Switch, August 9. Then we've got Friday the 13th, the game also coming to the Switch on August 13. I'll probably leave it there because we're getting too far into next week, but those are the games that are coming out this week. Guys, get into the Church in the Darkness. That looks really, really, really messed up, and you know I'm all about that crazy. But that's it in terms of what is coming out this week, and that is probably it for episode 162.5. Thank you very much for listening to me ramble for approximately 15 minutes. It was a lot of fun. I always have fun doing these things. Now, where you can find us, the important things to note. Go onto social media. Open your phone device, your handheld BlackBerry or iPhone or Android or Huawei or otherwise, and go to 8bit.net. You can find all of our stuff, everything about the network on 8bit.net. You can find us on any of the socials at We Are 8bit. And of course, you can find me on the Instagram and Twitter at SalimTD. You can find my co-hosts, Brendan at Brendan8bit, and you can find Ali at Miss Ali Hart. You can also donate to the Patreon and give us a little bit more support by going to patreon.com/We Are 8bit. And if you also want to give us a little bit of love, please be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to The Hungry Gamers on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, anywhere you can listen to podcasts. All the good places that sell podcasts to you. But that's it. That is it for episode 162.5. Be sure to check out episode 163 of The Hungry Gamers. I don't know what will be discussed, but I'm sure it'll be a real hoot. It'll be Ali, myself, and Brendan again, and I really cannot wait to be talking about the Church in the Darkness. This game is incredible. Alright, folks, much love. Stay hungry.
You've been listening to The Hungry Gamers, one of many gaming and geek culture related podcasts from the 8-Bit Collective over on 8bit.net. Check out more episodes on your podcast service of choice. And while you're there, please be sure to rate and subscribe. Until next time, boys and girls, stay hungry.